Hello everybody, I am back with a stream, finally. I know it took a while. Back playing some Satisfactory, and today I was thinking of sorting out some power because, well, our base is, yeah, sorely lacking in power, and there's a lot of fluctuation happening. I don't know why, and I don't like it, if I'm being honest. So that's the plan for today. They all have coal, I guess, do they? Yeah, there's not much coming through, but they have coal. Why do these have 100 and these have like none? Conveyors all full here, getting slightly thinner here. Might be just because of a server restart we just did because of a new update. Since my last stream, we've done some upgrading. As in, we completed aluminium production, expanded the entire base, added a new production, new mine, and yeah, I've started working on what I've considered base 3.0, and for some reason the trains aren't working. Let me guess, they crashed again. I was telling Weeb I really don't like the crossings in the base here, because something seems to be wrong with the signaling. What train are you? You are the oil train. Okay, why are you not moving? Yeah, okay. I was hoping to actually get straight into construction today, but I guess I gotta do a slight detour in fucking trains. But you know, quite you. That is life in this case. Will that fix it? Block there, path there, path there. Do I need to put another... Is that a path there? That's a path. Doesn't seem to like that. Oh, some trains seem to be on the move. Just message Weeb quickly, informing him about the train spaghetti. Yeah, we added a Coterium mine last, and have quartz up here. There is nitrogen gas up here that we're looking to tap at some point. But my plan for today is to take a train all the way over here to Station 13, or at least get to Station 13, and I should probably get in, and make a refinery, so an oil-based refinery that will produce a lot of power, hopefully in the region of like 4.5 gigawatts if I've done the maths right. So that's the current plan. I know it's respawned all the shrubberies and stuff. I guess this is a good reason to, you know, have a look over here again, because we haven't been to this side, this part of the world in quite a while. Most of our building has been kind of to the north over here. You know, like the oil fields, water pickup. Not too much over here, which I should actually yeah. Seeing as I'm already here, I might as well get around to actually updating the train station. So what, you're 120? Shush. Plus that's 240. 480 total. Oh, spiders! I don't think I've ever seen these guys before. Well, I can beat them with my stun baton anyway. Ow. They die just like everything else. Spoken like a true colonizer, eh? Not the most elegant of systems that we have here, but who cares? Oil mine 1, 480. Right, closed, done. Here we are. Did I ever connect these? No, because there's no real need for a connection. No, I don't even know why I'm trying to pull out a train, because it's not connected to the grid, so it wouldn't have power anyway. So I just gotta hoof it. It's gonna be a lot of construction first, like the actual platform. I'm gonna have to lead power, aren't I? I'm gonna have to connect it to the grid at some point, because I need to get the power back. How to do that best? I will probably actually have to build a train network here. This is the cheapest and easiest way to get connect the power grid. Oh god, and it's wonky. Me no likey. Yes, I know I can't pick it up. I don't have space for it. Yes, there's gonna be gas and stuff here, probably. Okay, you really don't like building it there, okay. Yep, and then you are gonna be short by a bit, so I'm just gonna rake the segment here, pick that up and complete the segment. Oh yeah. Do have a station built here, because at some point we are going to use it for actual... Yes, Kasabi, more trains. We are going to export the oil at some point, but for now I'm just going to use it for power. So, production, resource well, pressurizer, boop. Then... Oh, I need to activate it. Okay, so I do need to bring power here. Okay. Change of plans. I am silly. I am the big goof. How are you doing, Kasabi? I heard there's a lot of shit going down in your community. The train's not happy again. Okay, I do need to go back to base because I need to figure out what's going wrong with the trains. I'm just gonna preemptively blame Weeb. Well, you as resident meme lord, you're loving this, ain't you? Just the om nom nom all of the memes. Let's path signal there. Lock signal here and here. Now you're happy again. Then I'm gonna connect you, but you're gonna cry as well because that's all railway segments do. They cry and bitch about not working. Technically you don't need to signal it, but I found that they get really pissy if you don't signal even like track splits. It's I don't get it, but I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Let's just go to nitrogen drop off because we don't have a nitrogen chain yet. Ne Hey man, your Satisfactory memes are on point. Like, I love those memes, they're so good. That is telling me that there's something wrong with signals. Yeah, yeah. Come on, that Elon Musk car is amazing. Corporate would like to you to find the difference. I can see that all of the shrubbery over there has respawned again. Actually... Okay, nitrogen is bugged too. Or not connected, because I don't think I actually connected it up properly. I am dreading right now that I might have to redo all the signals in the base. Which I really don't want to do. It might be the Weepster. It might be the Weepster. I don't know. I don't want to just, you know, assume, but I believe it might have something to do with him. I mean, no, why would I ever accuse him of anything like that? And... Huh... Seeing where the trains have bugged out, it might absolutely be something to do with weed. Huh. Huh. Hmm. I'm just gonna send that screenshot to Weed. But why are you doing that? Oh, that was... Okay. Okay, huh. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that train's brokey. That is a very interesting problem that we have here right now. Yeah, train very sleepy. And Leo very confused. And oh god, there's a lot of lag happening right now. You go ahead and drive on your own. I don't like that path signal there. I don't... I think that path signal that it deleted was the reason why they just crashed there. There shouldn't be a path signal there. This block signal over here is good enough. There's one train that's still acting up. What train is that? Just get rid of all the... Okay. Yeah, I think that was something weird going on. I don't quite know what that one was. But I think that hopefully sorted. The train seems to be driving now, so that's good. Oh yeah, I've powered up Nitrogen Station 2.0, but I never connected the input of it, so no train can get to Nitrogen 2.0. As in, there is no track here. Because if I did that, yeah. I'm not dealing with this kind of a junction. And it's literally all because of this one train, this one copper train that comes from the east, literally like a couple of 100 meters away from the base, that I have this whole extra train path signal system. So yeah, like that station. Yeah, spaghetti tracks. I don't mind spaghetti belts. Spaghetti tracks is something that I really don't want to deal with. The entire reason why we have this is because we needed copper, which we're bringing from over here. With train station 3.0, yes, we're getting to train station 3.0, I should be able to get rid of that. At this point, I'm actually thinking of changing the tracks and leading them like past the refinery here, so that I have more space on the input of the station. That, and I want to change the station anyway because we have trains coming from the south and the north now, which I'm not a big fan of because we have crossings like this one here, as in we have trains that are coming from, you know, quartz and stuff, and potentially some nitrogen gas at some point coming in here and crossing like basically having a two-directional entrance. Of course, you know, logistically it makes sense, but for practical reason it's hell. And mind you, we are only currently running 8 trains? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trains. That's only half of the trains that we could have currently running, no problem. So yeah. That's not oil field 2, that's station 13 that I want. So yeah, that's that. Upper limit on trains? No. There is a build limit of about 2.8 million items. So power poles, belts, smelters, science, space stations, foundation, everything. But you can change that in the settings. Okay, in the actual physical, well not physical, the game files, you can change the amount of items that are capped. So no real limit. Yeah, basically. The actual limit, or the practical limit, is your computer. And well, if that catches fire, then, you know. Even though with the modern computers nowadays, your PC would probably thermal throttle before it became an issue. But yeah, I think that sorted. I think that one path signal was giving some issues. So that's good that it's out of the way. I think we placed that a while ago. I don't know what caused the train lock to happen. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Ooh, thank you for the subscription. And the follow. Pingu. Hope you enjoy your stay in this chaos of a stream. So I never actually checked these tracks, but it seems like they work, which is nice. Yes, they are they're automated. Oh, what is going on here? Let's just put a path signal in there, not to forget. A block signal there. Actually, can I? touch the tracks. No, this is all my stuff. This is what I built. I'm gonna need that concrete. But now I can grab power from the station. How can I make it okay looking? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Kasabi, I don't know if you were there for Weeb stream last Sunday. No, this was on Monday. He set up the where is it? The Caterium mine. He almost cried in how annoying it was to fix, because there was a massive bug happening and he just couldn't get to the bottom of it. Turns out he did everything right. Literally the train station itself was bugged. 540, that's what I planned. Perfect. Production. Nah, he deserves it. Screw him. Oh, bugger. Yeah. So that should be all connected. Good. That's what, 540, so I can use. I can use Mark IIs and be good. Let's see. I'm gonna need a lot more space than this, but this should do for the refineries at first. Because it's only like 9 refineries that I need to hook up. I say only 9 refineries, you know, casually. As you do. How am I going to connect them up? Actually, let me put a... Okay, that's my fortnight one. One... Actually, no, wait, I can use 2, can't I? No, I'm going to make a new... 1... 2... 3... transport, no, it's under logistics. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, honestly, that could be a great idea, but I don't think he's gonna go to this area other than like off stream, so it's not worth it. Like if I knew he was actually gonna go here during like a stream or something like that, I would absolutely do it. But knowing him, he isn't gonna bother. So I'm just gonna build, honestly. But thank you for the suggestions. I love them. And I think I've annoyed Weeb enough lately. Like, he's been... Like, I've been kind of almost bullying him at some points. So I need to give the guy a bit of slack, because, you know, I am still playing on his server and everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? That's 9. Yep, that's 9. What recipe was it again? One sec. God, this is going to be shaking my screen. You know what? I'm going to quickly turn you off a sec. Clock speed 999%, excuse me. Oh, please don't tell me it's bugged. There is a bug currently going around with resource well pressurizers where they produce nothing. They produce the oil, or they produce radioactive waste. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to build a sink for the polymer resin. Residual fuel or fuel? No, residual fuel, definitely no. Alternative fuel, we don't have that one, so it's just normal fuel. Fuel, copy, paste, paste. They've made the pasting much nicer. It was much more of a hassle previously. I think it was one of the mini patches that they did. Made pasting large amount of recipes a lot easier. Really? I did all this and then I managed to forget iron plates. That nugget. Well, I don't want to return to base just yet, so... Don't have any iron plates for this either. I'm really a great builder, aren't I? Logistics. I'm not even going to be able to build those either, am I? No. I'm a real smart fella. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna, yeah. Next up is unreachable. Huh. Don't like the sound of that. Manual trains are kind of annoying. Okay. custom BGM? Okay, the server's already melting. Like, I haven't even started building. What do you mean? Ah, background music. Actually, I just realized I have the music off. And I don't believe the music is vehicle based. I believe the music is biome based. Tell me why you did this to me. Why are you being so mean to me? We're playing on a server, so I don't know how easy or viable it is to put mods in. That, and like I said, it's not my server, so I don't really have a say in it. It's down to Weeb. There's another crossing part that I need to check. Actually, that's working fine. And off we go. At least the trains are behaving themselves again. I believe there is something wrong with the signaling, but at this point I'm just too dumb to figure it out. I've gone for very much a kind of a... well, kind of... it's a Dumb and Dumber brute force method that I've kind of gone for in regards to building the signal system. It's definitely not flushed out. It's definitely not good. Well, as good as it could be. But I'm working on it. And like I said, with only 8 trains and stuff like this is happening. Okay, I definitely need to put more block signals here. Wait, that's 0, 0? Huh. It's hard, cause like, okay, I always struggle to be actually properly happy with something I've built for a long time until, like, I have very high standards to what I hold myself versus other people. And my train network is absolutely one of those things where I am not happy with where it is versus where it could be. And honestly, knowing a bit more about the... yeah. Where's the power coming from? Currently we have 2 coal generators. Or coal... No, Shadow today is, the plan is to build a power generator, oil generation plant. Well, not generation, but, oil-powered generators. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. To produce power, because we have no power. And Kasabi absolutely 100% artist struggles. If anyone wondering, those trees weren't there when we first originally built the train system. This was added on, that shrubbery is added on in update 6. And it's kind of bugged, so we can't chop it down. Huh. I do need to persuade Weeb up that tower at some point. That tower does nothing other than me attempting to find out what the build height was at some point, realizing that the build height is like 2,000 meters and that tower is barely 600 tall. I really, really, really don't like that crossing there. I really don't like these signals. I do need to change that. But that's not for today. Maybe today, depending. I have a few things that I want to do today. But we shall see. We shall see how much I get done before I just get too tired. Oh, reinforced iron plates is what I need for the sink. So I need iron plates. Let's just grab 800. Reinforced plates are done over somewhere. Here. Let's grab 2 stacks. Do I need anything else? I should grab more computers so that I can actually have a train to get back. Let's just add that to the list. So I need 10 more motors. Motors are over here. I need to, or one of these days, I'm gonna put beacons down and actually mark where everything is in this base, because it is a mess. Can I even take them with me? No. I need so few steel pipes, but I still need them. I don't need I do need plastic. Actually, you probably need more plastic than that. And I don't need a full stack of copper wire. I don't need a full stack of signals, so I'll grab frames from the here. How much? It's 270 polymer. 270 is what? That. I don't need high-end belts. Yeah, I'll just do Mark 3s so I can grab everything. I really need more inventory space. This is like what I'm at the point that I'm at here is first world satisfactory problems where I don't have enough inventory space to hold all of the stuff that I want. And let's just use the nitrogen station again. At some point I might actually just make a kind of a off-put station where we can just saw the official Duolingo Twitter account ask Dua Lipa to step on them. Yeah, Shadow, you go ahead and do that, and I think that's enough Twitter for today. Immediately opening that tab. Just to see the fireworks there. I think if I want to actually signal this station properly, I need to either put a path or a block signal after every single exit. I think. But I think that's going to lead to even more headaches. Oh, Kasabi. You've got the gasoline out today, don't you? That's fine, that's exactly how the signals, yep, and the second train leaves that signal, that goes, yeah, okay. Signals here are working fine again. Train gets to there, boom. Oh, it's red now because of that, because that's not separated, so... Yeah. The problem I have with signals in Satisfactory is they're very crude. As in... It's very limiting in where you can put signals, which makes it near impossible to actually split the train crossing, like the one that we're above now, like here, into actual separate systems. So if a single train is using that crossing, no other train can go across it, even if it's going straight ahead. Which is a problem that I have with Satisfactory trains anyway, and is probably down to the way the fact that I built the train tracks like 3 wide. If I would have put more space and given myself space to actually put signals between tracks, that would be less of an issue, but that would involve me having to rebuild the entire train network if I wanted to adjust that. And yeah, I can't be bothered to do that. Well, technically it's only for the crossings, like for the junctions, but I wouldn't be able to have different size, different distance apart tracks only for junctions in any easy way, so I'd have to redo the whole thing, because the turning circle of a train, if you want to do it like the gap that they have now and the straight lines, is 3 foundations long, well, 3 foundation like here, for a 90-degree turn. So if I wanted to move like the tracks further apart, that is 2 90-degree S's, so 6 concrete, so they'd suddenly be, rather than 1 gap, there'd be a 7 gap. If I wanted to just do it for the junctions. So I'd have to redo the whole system just to have easier to, or cleaner to signal junctions, and I just said junctions a lot. But yeah. Actually, I also need... I can't open my... Nope! Shit! Shit sticks! No! There's a runaway train. Whoops. Well, while I'm here, I might as well put down some block signals. Help, if anyone's seen a carriageless train, please report to Lost and Found. Thank you. Shit. I can see it over there. Yeah. Shit. Whoops. Nobody tell Weep. Thank you. I do need to make sure that these... Oh, lag. That these tracks are actually properly signaled, because this is potentially also the expansion path into the, well, the main part of the world. Because right now we are only built in the northeastern. To look for radars, that takes 30 oscillators. I hate you, Shadow. I hate you. Well, you banned him from this chat, so he can't watch us through anyway. Unban him, tell him, and then ban him again. Keep hearing things dying over there. But things dying is not my problem. Wait, now that I actually have enough computers on me. I know, I'm just kidding. Now that I have enough computers, I actually put that computer there. Turn off, edit, remove. There we are. I do need to update all the logic for all the trains at some point. If I place a sink here, how much in the way is it gonna be? That's just fine. I do need to connect them all up still. Really? I'm just gonna go ahead and cry. I'm a professional builder, right? I have how many hours in this game? 115 hours in this game. I'm not bitter, no. I'm just an idiot. Nope. Oh, what the... Holy acceleration, what's happening now? Well, I can... Yeah. I know the power lines are technically clipping in because it's supposed to be connected on the front, but I really don't fancy that right now, so I'm just gonna come back here. This is very much a build once, leave it until our power system is better, as in, you know, not... No, at least it's tidied up, but like production 8.2, sometimes 8.5, and our max consumption is 1350. Like, the only reason why the entire power grid hasn't collapsed yet is because 90% of the factory is idling. Oh, that's... I just realized I... changed the wrong one. Oh, I don't need it anymore, but yeah. The power grid, basically just you have to go to one of the, I believe it's one of the power producers, so like the coal generators. Yeah, it's basically like if a fuse broke, like if you blow a fuse, It's not a big deal. It just means it's most likely going to happen again immediately the second that, you know, you do it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to feed it out from here. How much fuel is it per minute? 360. I'm going to feed it out from here like this. So I'm going to build here. Spin that around and build here. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to build it that long of a line? I guess I could do it like rows of 10? I don't know, rows of 10 just feel a bit weird. I don't know why. Like 3 rows of 10 rather than 2 of 15. In the end, it really doesn't change anything. It's the same production, same amount of concrete. It's just... conveyors have a maximum throughput of how many resources they can transfer per minute. And if you try putting more on a conveyor, say, like if you're trying to put more than 60 resources per minute on a Mark 1, it just doesn't accept it. Like it just backlogs. So there is an advantage, there is a reason to use the higher tier conveyors. The reason I've gone for Mark 3s here is because Mark 3s move 270 resources per minute, and once these are going at full tilt, they'll be producing 270 polymer resin per minute. If I wanted to, I guess I could technically use polymer resin to make plastic or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But for now, I'm just going to throw it in a sink, as in just basically burn it for points. You need points to buy things from the Awesome Shop, which I can't build because I don't have any screws, but that's the resource sink in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I can actually get rid of all of these. Boom. And just build it from here. Not much to this build, honestly. It's just a build that needs to be done because we are out of power. I am planning on building nuclear power, as you can see in the milestones that we have here. Because it's 270 items, and it can hold 270 items per minute. So it just hits the limit. Like if it was 271 resin per minute, then those belts wouldn't be able to carry enough. Which wouldn't be the end of the world either, because all it would mean is that at some point... Yes, because it's 30 generators total and I'm doing 2 rows. I think where the misunderstanding is coming is the refineries produce 2 things. They produce resin, which I'm just dumping, and they're producing fuel, and these are fuel generators. They take fuel and then burn it to make power. And these refineries make polymer resin and 360 fuel per minute. So the resin comes out on the conveyor and goes into the sink, which is just kind of destroys them, turns them into points. And then I don't have the copper sheets because I'm an idiot to make the pipeline, but I will connect a pipeline, and I actually realized I would have liked to have built them all one block over, but that's fine. And then I can connect them all up, and then we have SpaghettiOs. But now that my inventory is nice and empty, I can go back to base again. Let's just use water drop off, it's fine. Use the and then all of that will be producing 4.5 gigs of power once it's all done. Yeah, so I think where it gets a bit confusing is early game you deal with one resource in and one resource out. So for example, when you're smelting things, you put copper ore in and you get copper ingots out. So it's a 1-to-1. Some later game recipes require multiple in, so up to I think 4 items in and 1 out. And the refineries in this case, they want oil in, but they put 2 things out. They put polymer resin, which I believe you can use to make plastic, but there is no need to make plastic over there, so I'm just going to put it in the sink. And they make fuel. Well, the recipe that I've chosen for the refineries make fuel. You can usually make, using crude oil, you can make, plastic, rubber, other materials, and you need refineries for all sorts of recipes. But in this case, we're using the crude oil to split it into fuel and polymer resin as a byproduct. Byproduct gets binned, fuel gets used for the fuel generators to make power. You can combine that with a form of coal. Can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called right now. Can I pull up the... No, I can't pull up any menus while in the train. That makes it turbo fuel, which is more effective, but it requires a larger input of resources that we don't have available in such a logistic system as in the train system to ship everything. I would need to bring coal and sulfur to that place to make it into turbo fuel to then make it into power. But I'm only planning on using that power station for 2 to 3 weeks until we get nuclear, hopefully. And yeah, it is. We are late game, so if you have little or like beginner knowledge of the game, or even maybe no knowledge, I don't know where you stand on the knowledge of the game, it is confusing. God, the base looks pretty. I wonder if I could purposefully crash the power grid. I think so. I want to see if I have to go to the hub to restart it, or where can I restart it from. Or how can I crash it to make it an easy restart? Actually, if I disconnect the generators, that might do it. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can crash the power grid for a sec. Because you do raise a good question. I don't know exactly how and where to restart it. So for science, I'm gonna go and crash our power grid. Wait, can I even crash that easily? No, not really. Because we put everything on multiple grids, because we are actually decently smart. Like, we actually built a rather redundant designed power grid. Which in this case, I'm actually kind of annoyed about, because it means it's harder to crash. Because I can't just disconnect a single power line, I have to disconnect multiples. Yeah. Like, what is that all connecting to? Oh god, that's our old oil field, yeah. So if I take this power line out, that basically changes nothing, okay. But now if I kill this one, all that does is turn off. Oh, there we are. Max production. Oops, suddenly 4.9k. But crazily enough, still not enough. It just shows how much of our base is actually in idle. But if I turn those off, that should kill it. Because that alone is a couple of gigs. Boom. Fuse broken. One of your power grids is shut down. So, if I now look at a power pole. Okay, so yeah, it's go to power pole, pull fuse, fuse okay. It's going to crash every time now because there's just not enough power in the entire grid. But, yeah. In this case, yes, but only this one. Boom. And it's on again. So as you can see, it's just enough. It is a very, very quick fix and nothing breaks in the game. So it's like, it's honestly not even the end of the world. If I would say you'd have a bigger issue if you have a power system that needs power to produce power, if that makes sense. Like you kind of want a self-standing, self-powering, for example, coal mine or oil well to keep your production line for your power generators online. So the refinery that I'm building, where I'm going to in a sec, that you kind of want to have be its you kind of want that to be on its own grid, so that in case your power grid or whatever crashes for whatever reason, it is not a big deal to get it up and running again. As in right now, if it crashes, well, everything kind of crashes. There we are. And the spike up again. Consumption, of course, goes up again because bit of the power bit consumption was at the, or max consumption anyway. And there we are. I don't get the 83.513. Oh, I get it. Yeah. But yeah, that was a power grid crash. Nothing really happens. It's quite tame. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 2000. But yeah, it's not as bad as I thought, and I do like the fact that if a single power production goes offline for whatever reason, it doesn't kill the entire base. That gives me confidence in to the fact that we aren't complete idiots and actually made a grid that, or actually have enough power production to keep the base running on its near enough idle state that is as it is right now. And of course, foiled by the fact that there is no limit to how much your power grid can handle. Like, there is the limit to how many watts or gigawatts, or megawatts, that a single line can handle. Kind of like in, I don't know if you know the game Factorio, very, very similar, just a 2D version of Satisfactory. I have a base that consumes something like 70 gigawatts of power, which is an absolute astronomically large amount. I have one connector going from my power production to my base, and it's a wooden power pole. Literally the lowest of forms of power poles that you have in the game, and that's transferring 60 gigawatt an hour. .12 gigawatts. No, it's only like 12 gigawatt. Well, technically we are at nearly a 10 times the power consumption of what you need to time travel. Isn't it like 1.2, something like that, 1.21 gigawatts of power in Back to the Future? Need some light here. It's starting to get dark, so I can't see anything anymore. I love these automated trains. Make travel so much easier. Ouching. Okay, okay, yeah, I get it. You bloody hurt. God damn. Ouch. I think I threw my nuts away as well, didn't I? Yep. Nope. I'm gonna go and get that at a different point in time, because... Ouching. Yeah, I'm a plonker. Well, I don't need that stuff anyway, because it's encased industrial beams. We mass produce them back at base. So, not the end of the world. If it was a hard drive, it would have been different. I would have probably still gone for it. Because hard drives allow you to do alternative researches, and some of them are really, 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 really useful, especially late game. Like, right now, our resource production, so our copper smelting, our iron smelting and all that stuff, is a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 iron ore equals 1 iron ingot. One of the alternative recipes you can unlock requires, rather than a smelter, requires a refinery. I don't really know how it works, you know, video game magic. And it allows you to basically almost double your ore value. So rather than it being a 1-to-1, it's almost a 1-to-2. So, and because the game is limited, it's not like Factorio where it's an infinite world, there is a hard cap on how much resource you can have. At some point, if the base gets big enough, you will want to do the alternative recipes to have more resource. We're still a long way away from that, so I'm not that bothered. Okay. I seem to be burning the server already. I have a feeling I didn't bring enough plastic with me. Which is really gonna suck. But I can make do because after 2 fuel generators, the throughput of the pipe will have already decreased to a lot less of than the cap of Mark 1 pipes. So, yeah, max capacity of Mark 1s. So after that, I can technically use Mark 1s rather than having to use Mark 2s. The nice thing about this is I'm going to have to build it once, and then at some point, once we get nuclear power, I can either leave it for a while as just having, you know, more power, or even as backup power. And once we need the oil, I can just tear it down, and it's not going to take long. It's going to be a lot faster to tear it down than it's going to be to build it. As is most things in life. It's easier and faster to tear everything down. Oh, let me just do the first couple first. And actually, no. Let me connect the actual oil inputs first. Because that's 540 oil a minute. That's even more than, that's a lot more than what the Mark 1s can handle. And I don't really want to split this whole system into a partial Mark 1, Mark 2 type situation. But again, technically only the first, what are you, 80, 120, 160, so like the first 3 need, or 4 need Mark 4 pipelines, and the rest is fine with whatever. Not the prettiest, but I honestly don't really care. This isn't part of the actual base. It's going to be seen very little, so I'm not that bothered. But I'm going to have to do okay. That's good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna use Mark 1s. Let's turn the resource well pressurizer on. There shouldn't be any head lift issues because it's only a couple of feet off the ground. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna just quickly split this one off. Out of the sole reason because fluids are a bit weird in this game, and it's best if you let the pipe fill up first. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I really am incapable of building anything. It's what you get for trying to build quick. See, and now they're producing fuel and polymer resin. If we go to the other side. Can I even fit through here? Yeah, I can. Good. So we see the polymer resin coming out on these conveyors, and the pipes are full of fuel. The resin is going to go into the sink and just get burnt up. So that's fine. That's all Gucci. Here we can see that the pipes are all full. Perfecto. And boom, fuel empty. Yep. Good. Immediately see the fuel go in. Now all I need to do is hook up. Okay. I just need to hook them up, connect them to the power grid, and then we should see a lovely spike in power production. Of 4.5 gigawatts-ish. And that's how you build a power station. No, I don't want that. Because that will be I'm gonna have to do 2 lines. Because if I connect them across, then I won't have enough connectors. In this case, it would have been good if I had some Quicksilver on me, you know, hindsight. Because then I could have done Mark II poles, which would have let me build 1 and connect, well, at the end, 6 power stations, and in the middle 5 each. But like this, I just need to do 2 rows, and that's not the end of the world. I've got plenty of cable and other stuff on me, so... Oh, that one's already connected. Now to hope that I haven't done a mistake anywhere else, and this will actually work. If not, I'm going to edit out in post. Oh wait, damn it, this is live, isn't it? And going back to the whole the point earlier about multiple power grids and like the redundancies and stuff, or preparation, it is actually a good idea to do that anyway, even if your pole, like if the power poles can carry as much wattage as you need, like it doesn't matter, so that in case you do by accident delete a power pole that is, you know, connecting half of Manhattan together, your entire base doesn't shut down because you accidentally deleted a power pole. So it is, in that sense, it is smart to do something like that anyway. Oh, no. That's gonna level out after a time. Yep. The fuel generators themselves have a rather large internal reservoir of how much fuel they want. So it's going to fill that up first, which is going to take a bit. But if we look at, say, the one of our power poles, we can see the production capacity is now over 10 gigawatts. And it should climb to somewhere in the range of like 12.8, 12.9, I think. Yeah. What I should probably actually do is turn off all the generators. Wait for the full system to fill up with fuel and then turn them all on. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of minutes. Or more of the... Okay, that was a weird lag spike there. Don't know if that was me or if that was the server. I could, interestingly enough, and I'll definitely talk to Weeb about this, potentially increase the oil production by a lot in this area. And of course then increase the power production as well by overclocking the fracking system. So this big pump in the middle is the resource well pressurizer. If I overclock that, that'll give even more oil. In this case, it's producing 540 meters cubed per minute. Maxed out, that would be like 1200, something like that. So more than twice what we have now. So I could probably get, I don't know, a lot more out. Sink is consuming it nicely. The thing is, if I do that, I'll have to design it slightly different because I won't be able to have it on one pipeline. Yeah, this is now going to take a bit. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a big train network to get to them. I know there's nitrogen up here somewhere. Or at least I believe so. Yeah, 120, 240, 360, 480, 600, 600 and 720 cubed per minute. So that's two pipelines. That's two 1 and a bit maxed pipelines. That's a lot of nitrogen gas. That's gonna be a project. Yeah. But one thing at a time. Gonna make sure that the power grid here is all Gucci, which it is now. So now I can start turning them all on. Actually, I'm gonna do them one side at a time. Easier, less mouse flicky. And yes, you could overclock the generators themselves, but that's not really worth it unless you have a lot of spark plugs or power shards, because they need power slugs to make them, and there's a finite amount of power slugs in the game. And you are, I guess I never turned that one off. You're better off overclocking the oil producer and having more oil and then just hooking up more generators, because the generator is going to stick to the 12 fuel for 150 megawatts ratio. So even if you overclock, it's just going to consume more fuel to produce more power at the same ratio. So it's the same as adding more generators to consume more fuel to make more power. Whereas if you overclock the oil, you have more of it. So these generators are a bit weird. I love the game, but there's sometimes a couple of bugs here and there that come up that like, I'm never gonna shit talk the company in any shape or form. They've made a fantastic game for what they are, and you know, they have a strong repertoire of games that prove that they know what they're doing. But some of these bugs are kind of annoying, which I wish they're not groundbreaking, so I'm not gonna have a go at them for it. But I just wish they weren't there. Like sometimes the train track's not connecting. That's a big one for me. A lot of the times, just the tracks not wanting to connect. What was it? Oil. About time I actually labeled it something. So with potatoing, about an hour and a half or so to actually build that. That's not bad. If I would have actually, had all of the resources on me, probably could have done it in under an hour, which would have been cool. But, slight delay for de-spaghetting the trains and why... Okay. And other issues that we had with the network. Nope, I have iron plates. Not this time, Kasabi. Not this time. We have right of way. I guess we technically don't. But in this case the train system gave us the right of way. And Bauxite train waits. I don't know why it's waiting so long. Oh, yeah. Path signals, and it takes a while to speed up. It's a 2-4 train, so it's actually quite heavy. Just to piss off Weeb, I should build the tower more out. Even though it does take like 2.5, nearly 3 minutes to climb to the top of it. Takes about 20 seconds to get down though, which is nice. Now, as soon as we get into the station, I can update the to-do list. Even though we have... Well, I could just build it up the top, couldn't I? Knowing how buggy the cybercar is, I could then dismantle the tower and the car would just stay there. Okay, how about for the ending of the stream, I'll go up to the top and build a Cybertruck up there. Deal? Okay. No, that's permanently on the screen. There. I'm not gonna have Weeb as a bitch permanently on my screen. Did I ping all of these down here again, or did I just miss the ping up top? Oh. Okay.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
But I didn't find the artifact. There's no way in. I'm always an agent of chaos. You know that. Oh god, bringing a train through here is gonna be a pain. I'm gonna have to bring it high enough so it doesn't, you know, I don't have to try chopping down all these trees, because knowing the game's state as it is, none of these trees are choppable. And as much as it sounds like I'm shitting on the game, we are playing early access. We're literally playing a experimental version of the game, so bugs are, well, expected in a sense. Come here, you bloated. No. Remind me of a Pokemon, but I can't remember which one. Like what it's called. Okay, the game really didn't like that combat there. Like, damn. Here it is. Here's the nitrogen gas. And I somehow need to get it back to the base. Huh. Honestly, it might be easier to bring it along the coastline here. That's death down there. Oh, yeah, that's death. Cool. Hi guys, don't mind me. It might be easier if I just bring the tracks along here, kind of toward the quartz station. What do we have here? Oh, water. The least useful resource to have as a well, because there is literally infinite of it. I'm thinking it's honestly going to be easier to take a split off here and take it to the nitrogen gas over there. How far is that? 700 meters? Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that instead. So I'll need a foundation system 2. Well, yeah. I definitely don't have enough track material on me. But I want to kind of get the start done. That, and I don't know how long I'm planning on streaming for, as it is coming up to 10 o'clock my time and I have work in the morning. Because, yeah. Yes, coffee cup. Because every engineer needs a good sip of coffee every now and then. I have my No, no name, no brand. Well, technically brand, no name. Drink though. Not really a coffee drinker. No, it does nothing. It's a cosmetic item only. But I like it. I find it a very fun and humorous addition to the game. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have a mask on. I have a jetpack, and I think I have a hover pack somewhere, but I think I lost it. Or misplaced it because I haven't used it. Hover pack is great in the base where you have constant power. Jetpack is good for everything else. Technically, I guess he's wearing a helmet. Well, they. Kind of a gender-neutral character. But, yeah, I don't have a mask on. Weeb has a whole bunch of masks and filters and all that stuff, but he hasn't shared them with me, because, well, it's Weeb. No point picking that up because that is still work in progress stuff. There is a
Comply.
yeah, and then the voice in your head says comply, do things. There is a story to the game, but that is all still 100% work in progress. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Nope. This I need to turn around a bit earlier. Not turn around a bit earlier. I need to do an S a lot earlier. Mother fudget. I should probably pay attention more to what I'm doing rather than looking over the chat all the time. I'm gonna delete these two. 2, 3, there we are. I need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So then face this way. 1, 2, 3. Does that work? Yes, and then 1, 2, 3, and I'm faced that way again. Good, that works. Yeah. Because then it's... One, two, three, like this. Then I'm facing this way over here. Yeah, that works. Perfecto. I should really just build the tracks. It's be easier to than trying to visualize it, but I'm limited on resources because I didn't bring them with me because I'm a silly human. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I sound like what was it? The Count Dracula guy from Sesame Street. 1 2 Okay, now I can build a station here. That should be fine. And I'm gonna go and build the tracks. And yes, I could have done it all in one rise, but I didn't want to go up too high in one go, and I wasn't really sure where I was going to lay the tracks. So I've just laid them this way like this. That's fine. It did the job. I'm going to need to pick up more circuits and computer parts anyway to do all the signaling. Because I'm not trusting Weeb with signals anymore. He's had his try. Like, he's had his attempt, he's had his go. It's my turn now. God, the server really is melting, and I potatoed here. Because now it's an incline. How bad does that look? Actually, that's fine. No, it's not. How much more space do I need? I need one more space, so that can all go. Perfect. There. Actually, well, I just realized I never counted how long this actually is. $14 blocks. 16. 12. 15, 18. Can I fit another 2 blocks in? Not really. Okay. 1, 2, 3, then 12. So I need another 3 from there. Nope, I need to move the entire station back because I need 18. I need the basically the station of where the train arrives needs to be 18 long. 12 for the station, 3 for the turn in, 3 for the turn out. So I need to move all that stuff back a bit. Happens. At least, like I said, building, deconstructing is quite quick in this game, so it's not really that big of a problem. I might have to move the entire ramp back a bit, but that's not the end of the world. I could actually, thinking about it, I could rather than have the turn here, which is annoying, I could just build the entire turn not there. Because I can just turn over here, can't I? Yeah, that's not a problem over here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then that way. Boom. Yeah, I know I need to make it wider, but that's a 3-minute problem. Am I getting shot through? No, I'm getting poisoned. I don't think it does. I don't think so, not yet. I believe there is a plan to do so. Not that I'd be able to take advantage of it because I don't have a VR set or the money to get one, even though I'd love to. I really badly, and it's a terrible idea because I actually have a slight phobia of the ocean, even though I love sailing. I know, ironic. I want to try Subnautica in VR. I'd love to try it one day. So let's try it again with these train tracks, shall we? Just bleeding to death, NBD. It honestly, it sounds terrifying, but it sounds amazing at the same time. Like, I would probably end up getting motion sickness, but I'd be all for it. I can guarantee you, if I were to play this game in VR, I would be dying a lot more than I am now. Especially if I go into camera mode and go to hyperspace. Everything is so trippy. Even the tiniest ramp looks like it's a 400-mile drop into the abyss. God, that just makes me nauseous. Okay, I'm not too happy with that connection. Definitely not happy with this connection here. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. the same time, like, I really want to get into the whole VR gaming stuff. It sounds amazing. But on the other hand, like, I play mostly games like this, or recently a lot more Destiny, but stuff like Diablo 3, and Diablo 3 is never going to have VR support, and even if it did, what's the point? Like, it's a third-person ARPG, I guess? I don't know what Diablo 3 is. But, like, Destiny I'd never play in, like, a VR setup, because, like, why? And Kasabi, yeah, I don't think that's such a great idea. Wagon 1, 2, 3, 4, engine 1, engine 2. Did I miscount? I guess. Booze. No. Guess I'm basically completely out of resources. Train. Empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need bunch of train track. Let's just do 2 on a train track. Then I need one pressurizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes. Do I need anything else? Pipeline, so I need plastic. Actually, no, I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm not going to hook up all of them, because I can't be bothered to do all the logistical nightmare of connecting everything and somehow outputting it into the train. I'm just going to stick to 600 rather than 720. So four is all I need. The thing is, like, our technology is so much further than where our mammalian brains are, like where we as human beings are with our capabilities of understanding and doing things. No power. Did I not connect it up? No, I didn't. One, 2 is enough. Yes, I know I'm bleeding. Yeah, and of course I didn't connect it up the train tracks end here. I am a dumbass. But, you know. I'm a dumbass for content. Do I have anything other than yes? I am so glad that I figured out how to get my to-do list back, because doing all this without the to-do list would be pain. The most important thing that I can't add to the list right now. Well, evolution takes hundreds of thousands, if not even upwards of millions of years. Technology, well, the technology we have now is nowhere near comparable to what we even had, what, 20 years ago. I'm actually curious, where is the trainer gonna go? Ah, I know where it is. Yeah. Okay, concrete. Concrete is over here somewhere. There it is. I'll grab 1,000. Steel pipes are right here. That's handy. Motors are over here. Then plastic I'll need to get from the refinery. Steel beams are here. Smash his face into wall. Actually. Yeah. Plastic is over in the refinery. Then I have everything, right? Power signal, block signal, pipelines, extractors, resource well, pressurizer, railway, platforms. Yes. Yeah, like just the computer technology that we have is crazy. Like the change in computer technologies is maddening. It's like it's unfathomable and how quick everything's expanding, like, you know, yeah, expanding. One thing that I wish that you could do that I've forgotten what I wanted to actually say now. Yep, I've managed to forget what I wanted to say. I think I'm getting old. I need to change this crossing, it's annoying me to all hell. You know what? I'm gonna go do that now, because this crossing's been bugging me for ages now, and I'm kind of sick of it. I hate you. No, I don't hate you. What I hate is Weeb's attempt at these aesthetically good-looking builds that are kind of in a way whilst we're still trying to build everything. Yep. It's not going to be the cleanest of junctions what I'm building here, but it's going to be cleaner than whatever the mess was that we had before, because it's going to be one, basically a crossing less. So it's a split off rather than an actual crossing, which I don't know why I didn't build it like that the first time, because that makes so much more sense. This makes so much more sense to do it like this, because that means no signals are necessary, so there is a better flow from the trains coming behind copper, so coal, iron, oil, and, well, nitrogen. Now, what I'm gonna have to do, which probably I won't do tonight, is change the trains that come from the north. Because just, I really don't want the crossing system that we currently have. I'd rather have them go for a bit longer and then have like a turning around point. Actually, I have an idea for how I can design that. Might actually still do that tonight. Yeah, because the less junctions, the better. Partially because of the way the signaling system works in this game, and partially because it's just nicer and easier. Like, it's easier to signal if it's less signals and less junctions. That was just one of the wild herbivores, one of the, you know, tame creatures that just wander around. We've kind of killed all of them, but every mini patch, especially a lot of the patches currently come out, are related to the wildlife and like the flora, the fauna and flora. So the way that they do it is they kind of re-patch it all. As in, they respawn everything, and even though the creatures we've already released off from this mortal coil insist on coming back. That is going to bug me a bit, but I don't care enough.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
I guess I should go and harvest alien artifacts. I hope that I've built this platform long enough now, because I don't really want to go further back. I guess I can, because I don't need this. Can make it shorter. I can do... It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so I can actually do it like this. And that will save some space. So, fluid 1, fluid 2, fluid 3, fluid 4, empty, engine 1. So, Then that's counted, right? One, two, three, four. Huh, I actually miscounted. But did I really put in? No, okay. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, That's not gonna have power, is it? Nope. One station, One empty station, One freight, fluid freight platform, Two. God, if I actually counted like that, I don't think I'd have any viewers. So, I want to connect all the pures. I don't want to connect the two normal. Yes, so, production, resource well, dunk. That will probably change once the demand goes up and we overclock this one too. But for now, I do need to power it. Yeah. One, two, three. Before I forget, might as well signal it all up. 9. And then every now and then just place another block signal, so like here. Then I guess I can do one before the corner here. In the ouching zone. Then I can do another. Guess I can't place it there. Now can I place it, or is it going to register as an end of a track and then be a pain, because that will actually be quite informative. Yes, I know you don't have a block input. I know you're complaining about being brokey. Because technically you are brokey. The path signals, sorry, the block signals complain about an end if they don't have an end, like if they don't have another signal after them. So you should never put a block signal on like a dead end. You should always put a path signal on a dead end. So, block signal here and there. Path signal here. Boom. That's that connected. Then I don't need to put any signaling here. So I should be able to slap down an engine now and drive to... I guess it's not hooked up. Nope, it's not. Good. This is another one of the bugs that actually kind of bugs me. That it doesn't link the the station, like the tracks together properly. So the only way to find out where the problem is to drive the entire thing. But the advantage is that I can do this. Okay, now are you... Nitrogen gas mine. The 600/720. And look at the production. 1300 and max consumption is just under 1400. So yes, we still can't run the factory at full power, but it's a lot better than the like 1300 to 8000 power. And it's all stabilized nicely. It was yo-yoing a bit. It still is yo-yoing. I don't think we have any geothermal or anything like that. But I would be curious to see where the 1.3 is. I guess there might be some biogenerators on, but I'm surprised that they're still running. Seeing as this is a server, it has been on for 740 hours. Yeah, so the resource well potential is 720. I'm only gonna tap 600 of that. So production, oil well extractor. Okay, the game is lagging a lot right now. believe this is the normal one and that's the normal one, yes. So, should still have those two, yeah. One, two, three, four. Let's put a cross section in here. Connect that up. Boom. Bish bash bosh. Bosh bash bish. Extend the whole platform out. That's the input, so 7. Don't mind me. And this is another one of those things that bug me, especially when doing pipelines. It's sometimes rather difficult to tell what center line it's grabbing. Like, this is the center line of the output pipe on the train station. That's the center line of the building, and that's the center line of the input pipe. And when you're trying to build things at a, you know, a decently rapid pace, it's sometimes hard to distinguish. At least that's my excuse. I might just be an idiot. Now, this isn't one of the, like, this isn't an ideal way to build it because it's not, like, you shouldn't really connect them in series, as the last one will always be filled up last. Like, fill rate 75. This guy seems to be working actually decently well for some reason. So, 150. And then this one should be like, look, this one's like 300. So, it doesn't really work, but it's like the best that I have for it. Down's full, that one is full. That one is full, and that one's full. Perfect. This flow rate should be like, should idle down to about 300-ish. And this one, okay, technically you shouldn't do this because there is a, yep. Sure thing, mate. I'll definitely be around for Destiny. Drop me a line on Discord or on WhatsApp or wherever for what time, but absolutely tomorrow I'll be around for some Destiny shit posting. Got to do all the pinnacles and all the powerfuls. But thanks for dropping by, mate. I'll catch you tomorrow. And get a good night rest. Yeah, usual time. But just let me know quickly, and then we'll figure it out. We are functioning adults, I think. Hey, mate. That's one. Thanks, I'll try. It won't be the same without you there, mate. One, nope. Engine, wrong way. Engine, can't afford it, but that's fine. That's that programmed in. So, edit. Nitrogen mine 1. Nitrogen drop off 2. It won't work because nitrogen 2 isn't connected. So what I will do instead is get rid of that. And I'm just going to send you to quartz drop off for a sec. Huh. Oh, yeah. That's why the train wasn't driving, because there was another train in front of it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Shows that the signaling's working, at least. I'm gonna be honest, 3 envious, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I know from where you are, but I have no idea who you are. Like, I know from what server you have the link that I posted. Just from the fact that you called me Fully. But I honestly don't know who you are, I'm sorry. Hey, my train signals are working too. Ah, envious. Okay, yeah. Becca, hi, how you doing, mate? I don't know why I struggle massively reading lead speech. I'm good. I'm just enjoying myself, playing a bit of Satisfactory. I realized I needed to put 2 trains, not 1. Overall, having a blast. Just, you know, messing around. Been fun to get back into it again. I wanted to do it more, and I do want to do it more in general. Just pressed for time a lot of the time. Especially, you know, with the Virex around now. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, this thing's in the way. How can I build a roundabout without spaghettifying this even more? I really don't want to... If I had enough space, I was thinking of literally just putting, like, taking a track out, going like this, going underneath the tracks going up, and coming back. But I'd need a lot of space, and I don't know what Weber's doing here. Okay. Because I really don't want to send the nitrogen train crossing the tracks from the station, because the nitrogen train would come in from over there, so it'd come in something like this. Which is another junction that I really don't want to have. I'd like to avoid this junction-y mess. But I don't think I have much of an option right now. Not unless I do a like train input rebuild, and I don't have the space for that. Railroad? Oh. Actually, I'm gonna shorten that one of the segment it a bit more so that I can actually do signaling. So I need a signal. This is gonna be so ass. I need a signal here. Need a signal there. I kind of need to split this into another segment, but I can't because it's only 3 long. And yeah, Rekka, the whole acronyms and trying to find like your name, the name that you like using, is pain. I know you'll feel. In a different game, I go under the name of Leomatico, but I had to add a 0 at the end of my name so that I could even have a semblance of that, because no other variation was available. Is that I'm still not happy with that. And there's so much junctiony mess happening here. What? Why are the trains stopped now? So, these tracks don't work. I guess it's the tracks that I'm about to hit, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not even, it's not even registering as a junction here. And I'm getting some hardcore lag right now. As one can tell from this train going absolutely insane in front of me. There we are, these copper train, you good now? Sorry, mine train. Oh, balls, yeah. 9, I need to put at least a block signal there. And honestly, I need another one at least over here. That should be fine. One of you beeped. One of you's driving. I really, really, really don't like these turn-offs. The way that they are done in this. Well, one of the trains is going. That's the copper train. Then should be one of these two trains, because I did hear one of them honk to say that they're going. Copper train is going to go over there. As soon as he passes that signal, the coal train should go. Where is he? Okay, now it's the water train, and now this train should go. God damn it. Yeah, I think I need to do a rejiggering of the whole system here. I'm not happy with how it is right now. My big problem is the whole junctiony area coming up right here. This whole, like, the left turns here, I'm not a fan of. But I don't see a way how to basically turn the trains coming from the north around. I guess I could... I guess I could build up here? Like, I guess I could build a split here? That could work. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do that too. 3. Be number 2. It literally doesn't have to be anything fancy, it's just that. As long as there's an engine can fit under here without, you know, taking its own head off. I want to go down one further. Because now if I place the tracks down, plenty of space, yep, perfect. I'm not really happy with how that I'm having to build it up here, but it's better than the other options that I have available to me right now, so it's the best option that I have to avoid a lot of unnecessary spaghetti bullshit that I really don't want to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. This segment here, right? Yeah. honestly. Now, it would have actually been smart if I counted how many had to go down. I think it was 3. It might have been 4, I don't remember though. Yep, it was 3. Good. Bonk. And then down. Make a ring of fire. Stop here. Bounce back up again. Turn corner. Now it's not the prettiest, I'm gonna be honest. It's very much more high tech than I kind of wanted to make it. It's not even high tech, like more convoluted and then, you know, technical than I wanted to make it. But you make do with what you got. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. The same mistake that I did on the other side. There we are. 1, 2, 3. Technically, yeah, I can always clean it up later. That's not a problem. A little bit different here now. I'm confused. Oh, I couldn't. That's why it's wrong. Yep. There we are. 2. Up the step. 0 out. Turn in. Turn out. No, not that. Turn out. Connect. Connect. I need a number 9, so that's... actually, let's split this. Let's do... I could just do it. Level 1. Let's bring that to there. Connect that. Kill that block signal. Block signal there. Block signal there. Path signal here. And I'm now happy with that because now a train can come along here. If it needs to turn around, it is a longer path. It will add probably another 30 seconds or so. But it can turn around in this area here. And that means I can now go over here and get rid of the junctions inside. And that's something that was bugging me for quite a while. I knew I was going to do something like I just built up there, but I just didn't know when. So that means I can get rid of this section and that signal and that segment because it is only but copper is an ass here. Screw copper for a sec. Screw that signal. Screw that signal. Gonna go a bit longer than I planned for today, but it's gonna be done. Yeah, station temporarily, successfully de-spaghettied. Now, and the nice thing is I actually have a lot of space here, so I can actually do stuff with the copper train here, and it's not gonna get in the way too much. Path signal, what's there? Path signal here. Doesn't need a path signal here. Shouldn't be a path signal there anyway. If anything, should be a block signal here. That could technically have a block signal. Can it? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot. It needs a... does need a path signal here, but I'm gonna place the path signal right there. Yes, I know the copper train's not gonna be crying at me because it doesn't have train tracks, but that is currently not my problem. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lag of course. 1, 2, 3. Can 1, 2, 3. I can make the turn here. Where does that end up? Over here. That works. Especially because of how the tracks curve, that is not a problem. And then 1, 2, 3, so I can end the track there. make the turn like this, in, and boom. Copper hook back up again. Actually, let's put a split here. Connect that up again, because then I can put a block signal on the wrong side. A block signal here. A block signal there. And a path signal there. And then these stations are hooked up. Copper needs to take a 5 seconds longer drive, which I don't really care about, because yeah, it's still a very, very basic copper train. It's a 2-1 copper train. And I can get rid of all of this bullshit. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go, and I can do this and connect the train normally like I would any other train, and not give it any, you know, special treatment. That needs to go. Boom. And boom. There we are. This junction here is unavoidable, but that's fine, because it's a basic junction. And there is a lot less spaghetti that happens here. This does need a path signal here, and I kind of want to put a block signal about that's find that block signal there. And now actually I want to I'm going to jump on a quartz train when it comes back, because I want to see... Actually... Can I make that? Train comes in, drives past the station. I know it is technically unproductive to have the train go past where it's supposed to go, to turn around and come back, but I don't know if I know Kasabi you were here, but for some of the people who weren't here at the start, there was a major issue with the trains being fuckety. And this solution, as imperfect as it is for me, does the job. Like, that solves the problem that we were having at the start of the stream. So I'm very happy with it. Oh, I should put another block signal in here. No, I have to. No, I know why. I have to put a block signal here. Because right now this whole thing's a block, and that train won't move. Yeah. So that train was on the block that involved this whole area. So it wasn't letting it go, because I believe, yeah, that's a block signal. Yep. It works. It all works. It's not the prettiest system, but it works. Now, why are you still stationary down there? Huh. Oh, it's because that's not split in an element. Yeah, that's the issue why these trains are standing here is the same issue we were having, or I was explaining at the start of the stream, with the way how I designed the tracks and how I made them too narrow. Well, the quartz string goes through, goes past. I do need to split this into multiple segments, and turns off. Perfect. Yeah, now the network around the station is kind of getting pushed to the limit. And it's just showing that I don't have enough signals for how many trains we have here when a lot of trains are here. Which just means I need to split everything up into not larger, but actually more frequent chunks. Yep. Oop. But now I can... I can build the, what, 9th train that we now have? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9th train. Edit. What was it? Nitrogen mine. Nitrogen drop off. Save. I guess I could go into the whole edit of load, unload specific items, which is quite cool. Should really do that for every single train to make sure that if whatever reason happens we mix something up, it doesn't, you know, pollute it. One load, unload. I don't know what one load is technically. Should wait the freight train, but 15 seconds is fine. One. I don't have enough. But yeah, I think once I finish that, putting the train together, I'll take the Cybertruck to the top of the tower, and probably call it there. It is 10 past 11. Like an hour longer than I actually planned on streaming. But I was too much in the moment, so I couldn't stop myself. Steel pipes are here. And reinforced frames are here. After that, I have nitrogen gas done. After that, I think the next job I have will be sulfur, I think. I'll need to talk to Weeb what the next step is. Gotta take drink that tea or coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. 4. There we go. That's solid lag right there. Oh, very important. Unload. 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 And turn on. There we are. Gonna do one run of the nitrogen train. just to make sure that it all actually works and is set up and, you know, fills up properly, because there are some bugs with train stations where they don't fill up properly. I believe they were sorted in update 6, because since we swapped to the experimental, so update 6, we haven't had that issue again. But I just want to make sure. And this way of having the train track go around the main, like the station, rather than both on one side, is much nicer, because you have no crossing, which means you have no bigger signaling issue. If I could update all of our outside stations, so our, you know, our outposts, to that kind of a design, I would love to. Some of them I'd have to do a lot more work, and I don't know if it's worth doing it in just the moment of how many trains we have going across those areas. Once we have more trains, I think it will be something worthwhile looking into to redesign. But for now, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, future options. The thing is, Satisfactory, like a lot of the base building games, don't really have a right and wrong way to build. They have different varying of efficiency, like how efficient is it to build. Like if you look back to the way that the other colleague who doesn't play because he hasn't updated to the experimental server, the way he builds versus how we build is is a drastic difference. The way he builds isn't wrong; it's just less efficient. And then there's the whole options like, do you go for the efficient builds or do you just go for rolling your face in the dirt kind of builds? Rekka, are you still in chat? Because I have an answer to your question about what route to run in the FRC. Mostly depends on what you're killing. Okay, how I recommended, there's a lot of lag happening on the server right now. The way my girlfriend did the runs to get the War Nova was she started in, I think it was Wayan or HC4962. Or it might have even been JC, like one of the servers that one of the sectors that have blue crystals in them. Then did a clockwise run through like Alioth, Irina, Maya, Zayek, Spidaho, all the way around up to like Betelgeuse and Rashkan, picking up all of the blue crystals, space crystal, and if she knew there were a couple of spawns around, ice beasts. And I think, if I remember rightly, it's been a while, she mentioned that she was doing like 70 to 80 missions a day. Of course, with like 24-ton drugs in a Nighthawk, I think it was. 4 BSA Nighthawk. You can try that kind of a run. If you want me to send you like a screenshot of the way she did the run, I can do that after the stream. Okay. Nitrogen's being loaded in too. And I do like how these stations unload things. Like, it looks so awesome. Meh. 1600 nitrogen. These all four things should have 1600 nitrogen in them. Yep, perfect. 120s, I wouldn't bother. I would actually not do like BCs and SEs, because you're going to struggle to kill them with 120s. I would stick to the org, so like roid worms, ice beasts, stuff like that. Maybe blood amoebas if you can find them, but only if you can actually either have targeted missions for them, or if like you actually saw some as you were starting your run. Yeah, with 120s, I would not be taking space crystals and ice crystals, because you just don't have the. You're spending a lot of APs just trying to kill them, and you want to spend most of your APs flying, taking missions. So like, biggest drive, IP, EIP when you have the rank for it, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Allura was killing them in like 40 rounds with BSAs. But she had like 60s, low 60s skills, like not even ASP level. In Peggy, she's dropping them in less than 40 rounds with like 80s skills. Libby for BSA. You don't need missiles, you don't need much space, like maybe you want 12 tons, or you can just do it with a max scoop to pick up drugs. Like maybe take 5 to 10 bots with you against space crystals, because they can they can hurt. But with 120 MTs, I would actually go, like, I wouldn't bother with SCs or BCs. Well, yeah, you have EM weapons. They have EM shields. Sorry, EM armor. Well, we can do a base jump, Kasabi. I was just gonna spawn the Cybertruck upstairs. Oh, lag. And kind of just log out there. But we can jump down if you want. Okay, I guess we're jumping. Do still need to remember I have those 2 slugs on me. Wait, do you want me to base jump in the Cybertruck? Yeah, blue crystals are fine. You can kill them quite quickly. I think Allura's doing them like 6 or 7 rounds. So yeah, this is what the base looks like. Just nothing. Transport, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Yep, that's where the base is. Over there somewhere. 726 meters down. So, should I just hold W? No, there's just one car. Here we go. Whee! And that's a ghost image. We broke it immediately. we we broke it immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That's not how a car should behave. And interesting. I think the car brokey. Car very brokey. Well, Kasabi, I tried. I really did. Game said no. What I can do, though, is this. I'm just going to slide jump off it. Yeah. 851-meter jump. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm gonna have to build that tower a bit more. At some point when I'm bored with Weeb again, I'll add more to the tower. I want to hit my next tower building goal is 1,000 meters. I should, shouldn't I? Like, at least one more. I'm not gonna do it now because it takes me like 3 minutes to climb up there. But yeah, I think I should. Actually, you know what? I wanna... Still not sure about the actual floor material. Where can I hide that Weeb isn't gonna box me in? Honestly, on any of the buildings would be fine. Well, if I just hide my body. My body is absolutely brokey at this point, by the way. I know it's bugged out. I'm just gonna hide myself here. Okay, well, thank you very much for tuning to the streams. Yeah, I could go into the tower, but I'm not gonna go all the way up. I'm too lazy. Thank you very much for the streams. My next stream, I don't know if Shadow's planning on streaming tomorrow, but if he isn't, I might. So it might be some Destiny. If not, I'll be over on Shadow Games channel. If not, I'll definitely be streaming on Sunday because that's when we have D&D again. And maybe depending on how much work I have, I'll do another like kind of a build stream, kind of like today on Friday. I think I'm in the mood for that. So, you know, long message summed up. Latest next stream will be Sunday. Hopefully before then. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye, everybody.